In this video, we're going to cover the recent updates to Zenly. There are two new features in this release. We've added a directory to allow you to store contact information inside of files, and we've added a pre-approval letter. We also have several enhancements. We've added the ability to upload documents in more file formats. We've added an alert tracking table and a new alert option, and updated the document settings for the SCIF. Let's open up Zenly and walk through these updates in the release. Our first new feature is that we've added a directory to Zenly. This will allow you to store frequently used contact information like loan originator, broker, lender, and title companies inside of the system to use in files. This is under Templates and the Directory category on the left. This is where you can add your contact information to use in your files. We've also given the ability to import your contacts into Zenly from a CSV file so you don't have to manually create each one. To import contacts, you'll need to have exported your contacts into a CSV file. You'll click the arrow icon and this will open up the import screen. On this screen, we have a sample CSV file to show you the formatting you need to have for your contacts to successfully import them into Zenly. Inside this sample file, it shows the headers that you need and gives an example of a contact to show the data format. When you're ready to import, you could clear out the first row of the sample data and then take the data from your CSV file and paste them into the corresponding columns. An error or a warning may occur if any of the columns are not in a supported format. For example, the telephone column. It can be entered with parentheses or with the dashes, but not just straight numbers. After the CSV file has been formatted, it can be imported by selecting the file and clicking Import. The information will appear in the area under the contacts header. The contacts can also be manually input with the plus icon, selecting the contact type, and then entering the contact information. The search bar allows you to do a search based on the contact type in the list. After creating the directory template, you'll need to log out and log back in to have that information available for your files. There are different types of access that the admin can grant for the directory. This is found under the Users tab and then each individual user. To give a user access to the area that we were just at, the user would need to have edit access under the Administrator Access and Templates area. This will give the user edit access to all of your templates as well. The second option for user access is under the new header Directory Access. There's an option here for Edit or Read Only. The Read Only option will allow the user to see and use the contacts from the directory in their files. The Edit will allow the user to add contacts from their files into the directory. Let's open up a file. I'm going to go to the Status and the Contacts tab. The address book icon on the top area allows the user to select the contacts from the directory that they want to use in the file. They can use the search bar to narrow the type of contacts. To import the contact information into their file, they'll select the checkbox to the left of the contact, and they can select as many as they want, but only one of each type will import into a file. If you attempt to select two of the same types, it will give you an error. And if you select a contact that already has a type selected in the file, it will pop up a warning, seeing if you want to overwrite that contact and replace it with the new one. If the user was given edit access, they may see an address book icon next to one of their contacts. This means that that contact is not yet saved into the directory and grants the user the ability to add it in. By clicking the icon, this will add the contact into the directory and then remove that address book icon. Our next new feature is that we've added a pre-approval letter. This can be found in a loan file under the Documents tab. We'll go to Generate and select Application. I'm going to scroll down and select the pre-approval. This is going to make it appear on our right side under our selected documents. And this is where we can preview our pre-approval letter. This will populate data from the file into this letter. And it includes the loan originator's information down at the bottom. The company address will appear at the very bottom in the footer. Our first enhancement is to the document storage. We've added the ability to store more document types inside of the files. All these types of files are now able to be uploaded into our Zenly files. With our alerts, we've added a way to track alerts that are on your file. This can be seen inside of a file under Status, Tracking, and Alerts. You are able to see all of the active alerts and cleared alerts on the file. If you click on an active alert in the list, it will open and allow you to make any changes. But the cleared alerts are going to be read-only and not allow any updates. There are chevrons to hide and expand, and you can also sort the alerts by clicking on the headers. We have also added a new alert when files are assigned to a user. Admins can get to this under Users and Alert Configuration. Individual users can see this by clicking their user profile icon, selecting their name, and Alerts Configuration. In here, you'll see the new alert, you are assigned a file. There's an option for an alert and an email. The alert will auto-populate when a user is assigned a file, and it will show in their alerts list. If they have the email notification on, it will email with the subject of File Assigned and have a link inside of that email. Our last update is that we have added the SCIF form to be printed with all applications. So we've removed the document setting where you selected the type of files the SCIF would print on. If you have any questions, please reach out to our dedicated customer service at 1-800-342-2599.